NICE WFM Release 7.4 introduces Digital Channel Management, also known as DCM. IEX first introduced support for digital with multimedia and InFocus AHT. Multimedia was useful for modes of contacts such as voice calls, emails, chats, and SMS between consumers and businesses. WFM groups interactions into two types: deferrable work, such as email or back office, and immediate response work, such as voice call or chat. Before Release 7.4, WFM assumed an employee worked on a single interaction at a time, and no interaction was interrupted, with a possible exception for deferrable work items such as email. This assumption is no longer valid. Technological advances now allow consumers to contact businesses through multiple modes, such as digital channels. These advances can bring efficiencies for the businesses. Employees can now handle multiple concurrent chats, or a chat could escalate to a voice call. Employees may also handle an interaction with a consumer on a social media or video sharing platform. Such dynamics impact the contact volume and handling time of interactions. As digital channels become more common, the volume of these digital channels increases. Increased volumes can affect handling times. Improper calculations with handling times can cause inaccurate staffing levels. With Release 7.4, WFM improves staffing level accuracy to consider digital channel management. Users define digital channels and their attributes, channel associations, mean concurrency values for CTs, and maximum concurrency values for CTs and employees. DCM takes into account the mean concurrency of a CT when calculating requirements. It also models the extra complexities of concurrent interactions during the WFM simulation process. The first step for setting up DCM is define your digital channels and their attributes. Open the Channels view in the RCP. Every channel must include a maximum channel concurrency, channel priority, and interrupted by priority. The max channel concurrency is the limit for the number of work items employees can handle at the same time. For example, if the chat channel has a value of 2, agents could handle 2 chats at the same time. Channel priority is the precedence of one channel to come before another. Priorities are in rank order. 1 is a higher priority than 2, 2 is a higher priority than 3, and so on. Interrupted by priority is the level of a different channel's priority which can interrupt the channel. The channel priority and interrupted by priority determine concurrency across channels. A channel can interrupt a second channel when the channel's priority is equal to or higher than the second channel's interrupt priority. The second step for setting up DCM is defining the channel associations and concurrency values for CTs and employees. For upgrades, each existing CT is automatically associated with one of the predefined channels based on CT type. For new CTs, the channel association is made when the CT is defined. You can change the channel assigned to a CT. Open the Contact Types view in the RCP and select a CT. Associate the CT with the digital channel. Set the mean concurrent sessions for the CT. Set the default concurrent sessions for the CT. These are the average and maximum number of work items employees can handle at the same time for the CT. Enable Auto Park to pause the handle time when the CT gets interrupted by another CT. The simulation restarts the clock once the interrupting CT is complete. The pause time is excluded in the average handle time for contacts from this CT. You can change the channel concurrency limits for individual employees. Open the Agent Channel Concurrent Sessions view in the RCP. The default channel concurrency for each employee is the channel's max channel concurrency value. The default values are in blue text. The max sessions across all channels column defaults to the sum of the concurrency for each channel, with a maximum value of 99. This can also be changed. Update the channel concurrency for an employee or multiple employees in the top section. Or you can update the channel concurrency for a single employee using the bottom section. You can change the CT concurrency limits by employee. Open the Contact Type Concurrent Sessions view in the RCP. The CT columns are those CTs associated with the selected MU through the EG on the selector date. The default CT concurrency for each employee is the CT's default concurrent sessions for this CT. The default values are in blue text. Update the CT concurrency for one or more employees in the top section. Or you can update the channel concurrency for a single employee using the bottom section. Here are some common examples of concurrency within and across channels. If you want to allow concurrency within channels and across all channels, set the channel priority to 1 for all channels. Set the interrupted by priority to 1 for all channels. The concurrency within a channel is its max channel concurrency. This example shows concurrency allowed within channels and across some, but not all channels. The channel priority for each channel is based on its priority against other channels. To allow no concurrency within a channel and not allow other channels to interrupt the channel, set the channel's priority to a value lower than the other channel's priority. Set the channel's interrupted by priority to 0. Set the channel's max channel concurrency to 1. In this example, the max concurrency of 3 on co-browse can never be achieved since co-browse cannot interrupt itself. Here is how the DCM data improves staffing level accuracy. Channels define limits for categories of CTs. This allows the simulator to model interactions to reflect the ability of agents to have multiple contacts in progress simultaneously. Interrupt priority, auto park, and concurrency values define when employees can work on simultaneous interactions. This affects how agent contribution rates are calculated and how requirements and schedules are generated. You can find more details in the training manual or the administrator and scheduler user guides. Download the guides from the customer documentation area of ExtraNice.